I'm a big fan of iodine, magnesium, and real salt. Those three things, which together might cost you about 25 cents or 30 cents a day, provide such an amazing boost in well-being and health from iodine. A feeling like summer. Ever thought, why do I feel so good after swimming? Well, in the ocean where there's tons of iodine in the water because of kelp. Why is kelp brown? Seaweed is brown because it stores iodine. So, you get a lot of absorption of iodine when you're in ocean water. If you want to feel the same way in November as you feel in July, August, like a lean, mean, fighting machine, happy, full of energy and pep, take iodine. Iodine is extremely important. In fact, it is needed by every single cell in your body. It's extremely needed by your reproductive system, all your reproductive glands and organs. The breasts will compete with the thyroid. For iodine, the thyroid is your master iodine user. It creates four hormones. They're called together thyroid hormone, but there are actually four of them, and the abbreviated names are T1, T2, T3, and T4. So, what are the 1, 2, 3, 4? Those are the atoms of iodine in each of those varieties of thyroid hormones. So, T4 is thyroxine and it's used by the brain. It's very important for brain development and clear thinking. So, iodine is put into your thyroid hormones and your thyroid hormones travel throughout your body. They regulate all your glands. They reach all your cells, and for instance, tissues of the intestines, the red blood cells, the salivary glands, tissues of the eye, the brain, even the skin, iodine dependent. And where you have iodine deficiency in certain cells and systems, you're gonna end up with this failure to heat. It's time for you to retire, Mr. Cell. You've subdivided 70 times, that's called apoptosis, and then you are going to end up with possible cancers. So many independent studies have come to the conclusion that the epidemic of breast, prostate, uterine, ovarian, testicular cancer is due to iodine deficiency. Even lactose intolerance is linked to this deficiency. And yet, in about 1980, medical students stopped hearing about iodine. The AMA started putting the word out, the memo to medical school instructors. Hey, don't mention anything about iodine. Just don't tell them it messes up the thyroid. And that's what most doctors think today. Yet iodine is necessary for the thyroid. It's vital to the thyroid, and I'm going to tell you why. At the same time, starting about 30, 40 years ago, they began to put iodine's relatives into our daily lives. They just deluged us with them. What are iodine's relatives? Go to the periodic table and look. Iodine lines up with 3 or 4 other elements among them: bromine, chlorine, and fluorine. These other elements are electromagnetically negative in their charge. They're molecularly structured very much like iodine. They have the same atomic mass. Very similar. So, the body is biochemically blind. It's only used to a few things that it uses. It's not used to 100,000 man-made compounds. It's not used to fluorine, bromine, and chlorine. It doesn't like those things, but because it's biochemically blind when you drink fluoridated water, when you clean your whole house to get rid of all those germs with chlorine bleach, when you swim in a swimming pool or sit in a hot tub, that's got bromine in it for disinfection purposes. Your poor thyroid. Your cell receptors that are ready for iodine are going, oh, what's this? Oh yeah, it looks like iodine. Let me use it. And you're getting chlorinated, fluoridated, thyroid hormone. That's what your thyroid is using. And so your body becomes very confused and very debilitated. Because actual toxic materials are now composing your thyroid hormone. And they're being carried and delivered everywhere as though they were iodine. So iodine, a simple element that costs almost nothing, that you simply take a few drops a day, has profound overall beneficial effects on your health. Use it and just see how you feel with it. Starting with 1 drop daily, and then up to about 4 drops after 2 or 3 weeks. Personally, I have never felt stronger than when supplementing with iodine. There's two types of iodine available to purchase. So, which one is better? Well, nascent iodine is a form of iodine that is in its atomic state, whereas potassium iodine is a compound that contains iodine and potassium. Nascent iodine is more easily absorbed by the body and is considered more bioavailable than potassium iodine. So please, people, do your health a favor and incorporate this immediately into your daily supplementation.